Hi, this is Ogre.
Hey, this is Clyde. We're with Fearcast Network at fearcast.net.
And this is probably the coolest professor you will ever meet.
Hi, I'm Damon Blalack, and I make horror films. My latest film, Howling Moon, is a werewolf tale based on true Oklahoma events. That'll be coming out a little bit later this summer.
And okay, what most people know is Clyde and I are big Oklahoma State fans. We bleed orange. And you're teaching a class coming up this fall at OSU?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It is about the universal monsters that you have on your shirt there. I'm going to cover the cycle from the 30s through the 40s and kind of discuss how those creations represented the societal fears of the age and how World War II impacted those characters and how they began to evolve and change over time as the audience became acclimated to them and how all of the various responses within society was kind of reflected in how those characters changed over time.
And at least two of them I see are actually from Victorian era stories, so there's fears of that time blended with the wartime fears. So that'll be an interesting course, certainly. So what's the course number for any OSU students out there?
Oh boy, they've not given
blah,
that
blah,
to me
blah,
yet.
Just look for his name, and you want this course, trust me.
Okay, just an oddball question.
Sure.
Are you even going to go into some of the later works that they use Universal Monsters for, like the Abbott and Costello movies?
Oh, most certainly, yes.
Just basically cutting it off before you get into Hammer.
I decided to end with 1956, Creature Walks Among Us. I kind of
Got a bright lump there, starting up and leading the alleyway. How cool is that? This is Oklahoma.
But yeah, I cut it off with The Creature Walks Among Us from 1956. I see that as the end point for that whole cycle.
Which was the last movie of the Creature of the Black Lagoon series.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit. You were talking with us off camera about your film school project. Tell me a little bit about that.
We're not going to try and say the name of it because
please tell the full title here real quick.
Okay, this was an art school project that I made. It's a hybrid documentary, an art horror film. Let Us Go and Burn Her Body, or The Devil Done Light Out. It was meant to have some sort of a gothic sensibility with a modern twist, hence the subtitle and very labored title. So it's very much trying to keep a lot of those Victorian novel tropes, like the Gothic estates and the woman being under duress the entire time, and the ghostly apparitions and things like that, transplanted to the modern city, within an apartment complex, and it had touches of Roman Polanski's Repulsion and the film Incubus with William Shatner. Familiar with that? I love that film. So I wanted to go, that has a very art house feel towards it. Because I was doing this for my master's in art, I definitely didn't want to do something that was more like my latest film, Howling Moon, which is just kind of a straight up werewolf slasher.
Now before I say this, understand that I'm really into what you're saying. I'm actually going to try to find this or see if I can get this on your website or something. But were you wearing a beret when you made this film? Was there a turtleneck and beret involved?
I did have a turtleneck. May have had a beret.
That's awesome. I love it. I am really in love with this film.
If he talks about wearing the riding pants and the high boots, I'm leaving. I'm checking out.
We're out at that point. I love the idea. And then, so Howling Moon, very much a completely different, a departure.
Yes, it was. I made it very much as the antithesis of my previous project, just because it was a very hard sell, and I didn't intend for it to be something outside of the academic requirements. So I had a lot of trouble trying to get distributors interested in it, and it did play in a few galleries here and there, but ultimately I wanted to go to the other end of the spectrum and make something that was very much catered for today's horror audience.
So tell me this. You mentioned it was based on a true events in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where we were standing.
Yeah, in the state of Oklahoma. In the southern part, there were some werewolf legends down in that area around 1900, and I have co-opted those and brought them. They're brought up in a current setting. It's about a researcher who she finds out about this story and it piques her interest. So she begins to research it, and the more information she uncovers, the more danger she puts herself in for people who are involved in that.
So where would we find this? Like, is there Amazon.com? Can we find it on the website? Anything?
It should be available on Amazon a little bit later this summer, hopefully by the end of August.
Now, do you have a website that we can find out about?
Yes, HowlingMoon.mp4.com.
HowlingMoon.mp4.com.
Yes, that's the official website for that. I do have an IMDb page. And
Facebook? Twitter,
Facebook for
MySpace?
sure, Twitter, MySpace.
All of the above.
If you can't find me under my name, Damon Blalack, Blalack. I sometimes go under the handle Monster of Mud, MONSTEROFMUD.
Be sure to track you down. But thank you very much for taking a few minutes with Fearcast, man.